In the previous episodes, we traveled together across Canada from north to south, east to west, and at the end we summarized what each region had to offer and which destinations were the most valuable. Now our big adventure enters a new stage. This time, we are traveling to the United States of America. The US is a vast country with diverse cultures, major cities, and stunning natural landscapes. Each region has a different character, from global metropolises and historic centers to mountains, beaches, and unique deserts. In this series of videos, we divide the US into 9 regions and explore each one separately. Our first destination is the Northeast United States, a place where the history of the American Revolution, prestigious universities, vibrant metropolises, and mountain and coastal nature all come together. In this episode, we introduce several key destinations in the Northeast, provide detailed explanations about each, evaluate the real travel conditions, and finally, with transparent scoring, determine which destinations are the most valuable. If you enjoy precise travel guides, authentic destinations, and real comparisons, watch this video until the end. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us. Number 1. New York City. New York. New York City is the largest city in the US and one of the most important cultural, economic, and artistic centers in the world. Iconic landmarks such as the Statue of Liberty, Times Square, and Central Park attract millions of visitors every year. Manhattan's streets, with their towering skyscrapers, world-class museums like the Metropolitan Museum of Art and the Museum of Modern Art, and neighborhoods such as Brooklyn and Queens showcase a mix of cultures from around the globe. Broadway, with its famous theaters, is one of the city's most popular cultural attractions. Beyond its attractions, New York is also a hub for media, fashion, and performing arts, offering an exciting global experience. As a multifaceted destination, it is perfect both for history and culture enthusiasts and for those seeking nightlife and shopping. Accommodation and food costs are high compared to other major cities, so it scores 50 out of 100. The city has a 4-season climate, cold winters and hot summers, so it scores 85 out of 100. Urban nature with parks and rivers is attractive but not the main focus, so it scores 60 out of 100. Crowding and congestion are very high and difficult to manage, so it scores 50 out of 100. People are multicultural and dynamic, so it scores 80 out of 100. Security is at the average level of global metropolises, so it scores 70 out of 100. Public access with subways, buses, and international airports is excellent, so it scores 90 out of 100. After reviewing all criteria, New York City, thanks to its global culture, iconic attractions, and excellent accessibility, is considered an exciting and valuable destination with a total score of 69.3 out of 100. Number 2. Boston, Massachusetts. Boston is one of the most historic cities in the US and the heart of the American Revolution. The famous Freedom Trail takes you through 16 historic sites, from Boston Common, the oldest public park in the country, to the Paul Revere House and Old North Church, which played key roles in America's independence. The city blends 18th century architecture with modern universities such as Harvard and MIT. Coastal neighborhoods like the Seaport District, with seafood restaurants, and Quincy Market with local foods, offer lively experiences. Boston is a city where history and academic culture are beautifully intertwined, making it a unique destination for those interested in history and education. Accommodation and food costs are relatively high, so it scores 65 out of 100. Winters are cold and summers mild, so it scores 70 out of 100. Surrounding nature includes beaches and parks, Attractive but limited, so it scores 60 out of 100. Crowding is high, especially during tourist seasons, so it scores 55 out of 100. People are cultural and academic, so it scores 90 out of 100. Security is at a good urban level, so it scores 80 out of 100. Public access with subway, buses, and an international airport is excellent, so it scores 90 out of 100. After reviewing all criteria, Boston, thanks to its rich history and academic atmosphere, is considered a cultural and educational destination worth visiting, with a total score of 72.9 out of 100. Number 3. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia is a historic city that played a major role in America's independence. Independence Hall is where the Declaration of Independence was signed, and the Liberty Bell stands as a symbol of freedom. Old streets, art museums, like the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and lively neighborhoods combine history with modern life. In addition to its historical importance, the city has a vibrant cultural and social scene and is a popular destination for those interested in American history. Philadelphia is also famous for its local food, especially the Philly cheesesteak, offering a unique taste of urban American culture. Accommodation and food costs are moderate and more reasonable than New York, so it scores 75 out of 100. The city has a 4-season climate, cold winters and hot summers, so it scores 85 out of 100. Surrounding nature is limited, with most attractions being cultural and historical, so it scores 50 out of 100. Tourist crowds appear during peak seasons but are manageable, so it scores 60 out of 100. Local people are friendly and cultural, so it scores 80 out of 100. Security is at an average urban level, so it scores 70 out of 100. Public access is good, with an efficient transport system, so it scores 80 out of 100. After reviewing all criteria, Philadelphia, thanks to its historical and cultural importance, is considered a valuable destination, with a total score of 71.4 out of 100. Number 4. White Mountains, New Hampshire. The White Mountains are one of the most beautiful natural areas in the Northeast US, and a popular destination for nature lovers. The region features high peaks, lush forests, and flowing rivers, offering breathtaking landscapes. Hiking and mountaineering in summer, and skiing in winter, make the White Mountains a year-round attraction. In addition to nature, small local villages with warm and friendly culture provide a different experience from city life. A key highlight is Mount Washington, the highest peak in the Northeast, with spectacular views. Scenic train routes and drives also offer unique experiences for visitors. With its tranquility, clean air, and stunning scenery, the White Mountains are an excellent choice both for adventurers and those seeking peace. Travel costs are relatively low, with diverse accommodation options, so it scores 85 out of 100. The mountainous climate is cold and variable, so it scores 60 out of 100. Nature is world-renowned and exceptional, so it scores 95 out of 100. Tourist crowds appear in peak seasons but are less than in big cities, so it scores 70 out of 100. Local people are warm and friendly, so it scores 85 out of 100. Security is high, with well-managed natural areas, so it scores 85 out of 100. Public access is more limited, mostly by car or local tours, so it scores 55 out of 100. After reviewing all criteria, the White Mountains, thanks to their pristine nature and unique tranquility, are considered one of the most valuable destinations in the Northeast, with a total score of 76.4 out of 100. Number 5. Acadia National Park, Maine. Acadia National Park in the state of Maine is one of the most beautiful and popular natural parks in the United States. The park sits on the Atlantic coast and combines mountains, forests, lakes, and rocky shorelines. Hiking and biking trails here are highly diverse and offer breathtaking views of pristine nature. One of the park's most famous spots is Cadillac Mountain, known as the highest point on the east coast of the United States, and watching the sunrise from there is one of the trip's most unique experiences. In addition to nature, historic lighthouses, small fishing villages, and diverse wildlife such as deer and eagles add even more charm to the area. Acadia is a destination that is an excellent choice, both for adventurers and for those seeking tranquility and coastal scenery. Accommodation and food costs are at a moderate level and more economical than big cities, therefore it scores 70 out of 100. The coastal climate is variable, with cold winters and mild summers, therefore it scores 65 out of 100. The park's nature is world-renowned and exceptional, therefore it scores 95 out of 100. Tourist crowds appear in the summer but are well managed, therefore it scores 70 out of 100. Local people are warm and friendly, therefore it scores 85 out of 100. Security is high and the natural environment is well managed, therefore it scores 85 out of 100. Public access is suitable but mostly by car or local tours, therefore it scores 70 out of 100. After reviewing all criteria, Acadia National Park, due to its pristine nature and unique coastal landscapes, is considered one of the most valuable destinations in the Northeast United States and receives a total score of 77.1 out of 100. The Northeast United States is one of the most diverse parts of the country, a place where history and culture shine in cities like Boston and Philadelphia, vibrant urban life pulses in New York, and pure nature in the White Mountains and Acadia National Park offers a calm and special experience. This region is an excellent choice for those who want to experience history, culture, and nature in one journey at the same time. In the next episodes, we will head to the North US and continue the same process of evaluation and scoring so that, in the end, we can have a final summary of the entire United States and choose the best destination for travel. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments so you don't miss the next adventure.